Hey. It's Fab. Sorry. Okay. Hey guys. Welcome to the Level Podcast. I'm your host. I'm not Skitty. I'm Rainy Days, and that's Skitty Live. And the man behind the chair, Bruce McFly, bringing you a weekly check-in in geek and pop culture. If you have Twitch or YouTube, nope, we're not live yet. I'm too fast.
No, you said the man in the background, so I was waving hi to everybody.
Oh,
Bye
you
bye.
was waving. Oh, I didn't know. I thought you was spazzing out. Okay. Well, anyway, if you have Twitch or YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub to us on Twitch. We appreciate the support here at the Level. And just us in, we got a special announcement in the news in the Level. We're about to announce a new level. Stay tuned for the Level Sports Network coming to you soon, where we get sports and sports entertainment at a place where you can find it. So, what's going on, Skitty? How you been?
I've been good. Just doing my thing over here. Um, just getting ready for this episode with 17.
Episode 7. We almost at 20.
Almost
Duh.
oh, I'm
20
sorry.
episodes, you guys.
It's
If you
definitely
tune
got to
in,
be a
that's awesome.
celebration. It's definitely
Yeah,
got
we
to be
gotta
a
do something
celebration for
special
that.
for you guys. Something special for sure.
But other
Yeah.
than that, still watching my anime. I
Mhm.
just finished. I just caught up with. I'm gonna need you to say it for me.
Oh,
You
got
know.
you, Akuda.
There we go. Because I'm not saying it. I murder that word every time. I'm not. I'm not going to do
It's
it.
been a debate of how it's pronounced, but it's literally like I think it means trash, like
Yeah.
love or something like that. Like it's like
Well,
it literally is like the
it's something. It's something that we can't hashtag on its own without saying anime.
yeah.
That's what I am going to say. Because when I tried to post a little clip and I was like, the guy got whatever word. Uh, Facebook was like, "Nah, you can't say that," and I was like, "That's the name of the anime. What? What?" And yeah, so you have to put the G word and anime at the end of it whenever you hashtag it, which is crazy to me.
Well, thank you for that. I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
that's good to know. Yeah, I've been seeing people go back and forth for how it's actually pronounced. So, but anyway, we'll get to that very soon. Well, you say you've been what you've been watching. So, I mean, what I've been watching, just like off the bat, I've been watching this show called Invasion on Apple
Okay.
TV
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah. I've
You
been
see me
seeing
talking
you.
about it,
I see you
bro.
talking.
Let me tell y'all, it's like watching Independence Day, but if it was a series that was actually good, because you get like basically the world is being invaded by aliens, but you get to see the point of view from I would say three different groups. You get a soldier point of view, you get a point of view from a family, and you get a point of view from in Japan. You know,
Oh,
like where like so you get to follow all these three people as they kind of converge onto each other. But the aliens, like I'm gonna say that you'll never expect how these aliens come up on human race. Like they were like just there and they was like, hey, we're here. When they thought they won, yeah, you never think that you won an alien battle when one alien ship fall because the mothership came and took over and like the world is basically in like apocalypse invasion. Like it's been crazy. It's been crazy.
it's sounding like Fallen Skies.
Yeah.
That was my stuff when it came out. I watched
I
all of
like
that.
that. Fallen
Yeah.
Fallen.
Skies, fire. You're the first person in a long time that ever said something about that.
Oh
Skitty,
yeah.
you stay hide here for a while. Um,
Uh,
Invasion is good. I rock with it. I
Yeah.
only made it through the first 2 episodes, but I just wanted to chime in. I really like that show.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it's whew, it make me mad every day I watch it. But
yeah, I be seeing it.
especially I'm just gonna say it's not to get off topic, but when there's a part where there's this woman and she finds out her husband is cheating right before the invasion happens. And she goes and find he's cheating with the chef. So she take the kids and find them because she got to find my iPhone. So she
What
take the
the
kids
hell?
and she pull up on them, right? And she don't do nothing. That made me mad the first thing. Okay, so I let it go. When he got home, she had made the chef like favorite dish. Like she took one on Instagram and made the dish and served it to him. He was like, oh, and she was like, yeah. Then basically after that, when the invasion happened and like the world was going to crap, He was like, I'm gonna go call 911. She was like, okay. She picked up the house phone. He called the chef. Like, he like, yeah, baby, I love you. I hope you okay. If it was me, we would all been dead. We wouldn't have made it to the invasion.
Shit,
It
we
would have
would
been
all.
like it would have been the house would have been exploded. Cause how you gonna call the side chick while the world is going? I couldn't believe it. Then he tried to leave the kids. He tried to get the neighbor to take them and leave. Like, oh my god, that I'm gonna let it go. Had to get
Yeah,
my
that's
rant
wrong.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at the doggy. What's the dog name again?
Well,
Anyway, but yeah,
anyway,
There
it's
you
good
go.
though.
River, say hi, River.
Hi, River.
New family member.
That's so
Hi. All
cute.
right, go ahead.
So cute.
oh,
River song. Gotcha. River Song is the name of a character from Doctor Who. But anyway,
there's a there's another anime that I just started watching too. It's called I've been killing slimes for 300 years and I maxed out my level. It's another isekai.
okay.
Um, it's
Why do they always
basically
have
this
names like
girl.
that?
Yo, yo, those names be like a mouthful, yo. Like they're how to summon a demon lord, campfire cooking in another world.
I went to the grocery store for a can of beans and came back a slime. What?
I
Like
read there's another one. I was reborn as a vending machine. Now I wander the dungeon. What? What?
they're crazy. And I'm not
But
gonna
I
lie, like I love the time I was reincarnated to a slime. Like I was
the ones with
skeptical
the craziest names be the fire
to be
ones,
the
bro.
best ones, yeah. So,
Crazy.
but come on, I gotta say all this, and then don't get a part two. Don't reincarnate into a slime who reincarnated to a demon slayer who reincarnated into a king who reincarnated to a princess. Like,
And I was a with my aristocratic skills, I've learned to take over the new world. It's crazy. There's a lot of them.
it's
But yeah,
definitely. But let's get into this week topic. You already know what we about to talk about. We about to get into Alien Earth episode 4 and 5. We gonna get a little bit into Peacemaker. We about midway through the season. We gonna get in some anime, talk about our show Sakamoto Days, and Gachi Akuda is on the list. And then we're gonna finally rate the Netflix phenomenon K-pop Demon Slayer and talk about and talk about um what's updates for that. So let's talk about it. I know you're ready for Alien Earth, Skitty. I know you're ready for Alien Earth episode 4 and 5. I
yeah,
I'll let you go first because
yeah,
I got some things to say too.
yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen my TikToks or any of my socials, then you already know. So first off, on four, that's the first, isn't that? Yeah, that's the first time. Have we talked about episode four?
Last week, but we didn't. Yeah. Yep.
So, well, it's not the first time we get alien lingo, but it's the first time you see someone communicating with the xenomorph, vibration to vibration. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the fact that it's a synthetic. Well, you know what? It's not too crazy that it's a synthetic, but because they're learning how to use their processors and their voice boxes and all that other stuff.
Hmm.
But I did mention on the episode that Boy Cavalier was real familiar with the aliens. I said it felt that he already knew, what they were and that he was too comfortable with, with the whole situation. And episode 5 said it all. Said it all. Craziness. Episode 5 was bananas. I'm gonna be honest with
Bananas.
you. I'm really on episode
So
5
5.
more than 4. You know what I'm saying? Because 4, it was a build up. Nibs is going crazy.
Yeah, that girl is off her IP
What?
rocker.
Offer cybernetic brain.
Tag.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
chime in. That episode of the one you talking about what happened on the spaceship, yo, that was a that's
That's episode
that
5. We ain't talking about episode 5. We
I
talk about episode 4 first.
oh my bad.
No, 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 no,
Yo,
no. I jumped back and forth. I
Yeah,
did jump back and
Keith really
forth.
want to
well,
go to
you know
5.
what? Once y'all finished talking about everything about this, just tag me and just let me know
Okay.
when I can just speak.
Episode 4, yeah, like you said, Nibs is going crazy. Like she thinks she's impregnated. And the question is, can she be? Like that was the big question is, can she be? And if she is, what happened in that room that we didn't see? Because now we are getting things where there are things that happen as we get to 5 that we didn't know. And so now the things that have happened before kind of make more sense. So, and then we get Wendy. We finally get a point where Boy Cavalier puts Wendy in a position where she feel like she may have to be at odds. Like the whole thing with her and the brother, and then even with Curly. Like, it's just, Boy Cavalier forcing her hand to do what he wants her to do to save her brother. And I think that's a bad idea when you got somebody being able to control the alien like it's a mommy. Like, I don't know, you know. And then we also get Kirsch. So Kirsch knows Slightly has been talking to Monroe. So why didn't he say nothing to Boy Cavalier?
He's a scientist.
Do you think he trying to
He
he
wants to.
want
He
to
wants
study?
to.
He want to
I
see.
think he wants to see how it plays out, see how deep it goes.
Hmm.
But at the end of episode 4, because yeah, what's the kid's name?
Slightly.
Slightly.
Hmm.
Yeah, slightly about to do something crazy.
Yeah.
Slightly's about to do something crazy.
Yeah.
Cause when Monroe told him, spoiler, sorry folks,
Hmm.
episode 4 came out 2 weeks ago. Um when he told Slightly to pick somebody and was
Hmm.
playing with the fact he Monroe was playing with the fact that oh, they told your parents that y'all were dead, this, that, and the third. Oh, I'm sitting right next to your mom right now. I'm like, oh, Monroe is on some villainous. You can tell Welly he's a Utani employee because man, he
Hmm.
is he is giving them the ropes around. Sheesh. And then on the fact that how they highlighted Slightly making a decision on choosing a person to get impregnated by a face hugger.
Hmm.
He's looking at Wendy's brother. I'm like, oh man, Wendy gonna end up killing everybody.
Yeah, I they positioned it very well. Like they had the conversation about who he choose, and literally they was at the lunch table, and he basically was like, "Why do your brother get to be here?" Like, and that's how you kind of get that where you're creating like the animosity between the group. Like they're
Mhm.
all on their own path. You got Isaac, I forgot his Peter Pan name, but now he wants to be called Isaac, after the scientist. Him
Oh
working
yeah,
with
yeah.
Kirsch. You got Curly who wants to be the favorite, but that man, she can't speak alien, so that ain't about to happen. Then you got old Nibs who's gone
Losing,
Terminator.
losing.
Like she's
Skynet,
losing it.
full Skynet.
Like
You
full,
hear me?
like she's gone it, like. And then you got Wendy who now has this new ability, and she's in basically a rock and a hard place. Like and it's definitely interesting
What?
to see how that's
Bro,
going to
what are you talking
unfold
about, man?
in Prodigy. Because they keep reminding us of the four companies. But we
Right.
know what the future looks like. So now we're gonna see, like I said, as we're going into episode 5, right? So episode 5. Oh man. Would I say this was like watching an alien movie. It was cinematic. The way the camera was compressed, it gave us that real old school feel, but it answered all the questions we had about what happened in episode 1. And then we got some heartstring moments when we found out about Monroe, and oh my god, and how I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna let you say something. I know, bro, you wanted to say something about episode 5. No, okay. Skitty, episode 5. Let's talk about it.
That episode 5 by far was the greatest origin storytelling
Mhm.
episode that I've ever seen. Like, period. Solid. You got to think about the way it told the story.
Mhm.
Solid to the point where the ticks, you find out it was more for real, for real. We thought it was the xenomorph. We thought it was, I mean, it was a mixture of every last one of those aliens. Well, with the
Yeah.
exception of the ones that are still locked up in that Venus flytrap looking one. But you saw those blood ticks at work, which was crazy. And the TO Celis is confusing the shit out of me. All right. Like, it's real confusing. Okay. First, I was like, when the ticks spill,
Species
doo doo
19.
doo 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 in the water. That was
Mm.
Doogie.
It
Doo
was
doo in the water.
offspring.
No, she gave birth in the water. She had a water birth. But nah, when the tick did the thing in the water, you could see like, even though it's just the eyeball, you could see the concern. Like the way it moved its tentacles was like, yo, bitch, yo, look, man, and she was over there. Oh, I had enough out of you. Put you back. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, like, did the TO sellers feel some type way though? Like, did it call
Well,
the alien? Like,
some some breakdowners have been theorizing that it was actually trying to distract her. I thought it was trying to warn her, but
right.
after seeing how it played out, some people were saying that basically it was trying to distract her to let the tick, what we now know as species 19, basically dump his offspring into the water. And I don't know what's up with this lady, but eating where you work is in that situation was like the dumbest thing she could have ever, like, and she was doing it all messy. It was like water splashing everywhere. She was wiping her hand on her. Like she was finna like she was finna to
Like,
get
she
caught
wasn't
up.
paying, yeah, wasn't she
Like
wasn't there. That scientist officer was not paying attention
like worst scientist
at
ever. Like talk about
all.
clean environment. Like
Yeah, real quick,
go
real quick.
yeah.
I hear what y'all saying, but I think that
Mm-hmm.
the TO whatever
Kill
was
Sellers.
trying to warn her
Okay.
because it was like the joint it was looking, and I don't know. I'm gonna just keep calling it the TI. That's what I'm gonna call it.
To T.
The
Yo,
TI.
yo.
Rubber band man.
You feel me?
Oh no,
So
the TI. Get
yeah,
it. I get it.
exactly.
I
Play on
got you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was trying to help her, but like you said, it confuses me. Like,
Mhm.
does it pick and choose who it wants to help? Because obviously it had a beef with the xenomorph.
Yeah.
Like,
Hard body.
Like, and
huh?
it didn't care what size it was. Like, it
Yeah,
was beefing for real. Like, you see that it also is a predator. Like, I mean,
right.
like it's something that not besides the predator that we can see can fight the xenomorph, and it was standing his guard.
But
Like,
also when it turned to the engineer guy,
yeah,
it didn't kill. I thought it killed that woman. It didn't. It
It knocked her
I don't
out.
know
no,
what
it
it
knocked
knocked
out.
her out, but it knew it
Hmm.
didn't kill her. I mean, so other than trying to find a new host, I don't know if it's actually trying to attack humans other than to try, to find a host.
Yeah.
But
Maybe it doesn't
that's me.
Yeah,
find humans as threats. Like maybe
yeah.
that's why it's looking for a challenge, and the xenomorph is the strongest, and maybe it's like these petty humans. Now, Boy Cavalier, if we think about what happened in episode 4 with the sheep, right, and we see the TR sellers before we knew what it was take over the sheep, and the way it kind of observed its environment is a very observant creature because it's always watching what's happening and watch when that lady put it up and forgot to press the button. Like it was that smart to know that, oh,
No,
she didn't
it
lock
pressed.
me in, and it kind of she
It
remember
only.
she tried to press it, and it like it basically failed out,
I thought
and
it was the
it
other
knocked
ones
the
that failed out.
no, it was the TR seller. She put it up, she tried to press it,
Yeah.
it failed
It
out.
it was it was the
Yeah,
it
and
was
it
the
started to bounce around to drop the case, and that's
yes,
how it could
it was
escape.
the TI because the
Yeah,
the 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 tick put his eggs in that drink. So that's
Right.
how they got out. They were
Remember they
locked
caught
back
the
in.
tick.
The
Yeah.
TI she didn't fully put back in because that guy was like, "Come on, hurry up," and
Yeah,
she
we
put it
gotta.
back in. And he looked
Mhm.
up and then he was like, "Oh, she didn't fully lock me in." That's how that thing got out of there because it knew
Mhm.
it wasn't secure.
Yeah, it was
Mm.
watching her. Yeah, because he was
Mm-mm.
distracted. And remember, because they pulled the tick out of the sandwich, and he was like, "How did the tick get out?" And she's like, "I thought I put the top
Right.
on." And we saw the tick is even smart. It
It
moved the
opens.
thing to open itself.
Yeah.
I was
And
like,
that
Yeah.
joint is
"God,
really
damn."
scary. It's like watching that episode was really scary for me,
Yeah,
not in a real life way, but even though the xenomorphs are smart, they look like they're basically ants to me, basically space ants. But
Yeah.
those knowing that the little space tick and that eye have brains probably as big as humans, or not big, capable as humans,
hmm
because it figured out the ticks figured out how to open that thing. It built a web up top, and over time, while one distracted it and finally ate a dead rat or whatever, while she was watching that, the other one escaped. And then the eye was smart enough to observe everything and know that you didn't fully lock it in. I mean,
yeah,
they smart. They're really, really,
very
really
smart.
smart. That's scary in that show for what they're doing. But yeah,
Now we
Yeah,
just gotta see. We gotta see what that Venus flytrap looking mug is
yeah.
though.
But just the
That's
takes they were taking, like the way they was zooming in on the water, as we knew that it was filled with the ticks, like waiting
that
to
was
see who
crazy.
was going to drink it, right? And then we see what happened to the guy after he drunk it, and they did the even like the little classic alien thing with the chain when they had. We thought it was the xenomorph, but it really was just the
Right,
chain. Like
right,
that was
right,
like,
right.
you
I
know,
was like, what?
that was like calling back to like that's why I said it was like watching an alien movie because they was calling back to so many things we know in this
It
anthology.
definitely gave Nostromo vibes.
Yeah, but it built,
Definitely
and
gave
then
Nostromo
the
vibes.
whole who done it, trying to figure out who was the person, and that's how we got the Boy Cavalier reveal. That Boy Cavalier was talking to who was he, like the plumber? I don't know what he was, but he was not an
Yeah,
important character. But he was basically conspiring against him to get him to crash the ship in Prodigy so he can get the eggs. And now we know what the real truth of it all is. Like
crazy.
like that was the
So
craziest part.
that
Like
and
my
and
guy
that
is
was the whole
playing.
thing. Like I was like, he felt too familiar. I was like, yo,
hmm
he was a monster that had lays eggs, acids for blood. I mean, I'm like,
He was
you
ready. He was
you
like
cool, you calm, you too calm.
too calm. He was
Too
like everything he's done has been for his game and for
Yeah,
Prodigy, and we get it. But I think that we can probably assume that that's probably why we don't know about Prodigy now from the future, because something is going to happen where it's going to be the downfall. And I mean, oh boy, probably going to get, but we'll see what happens right with him. But I think another thing from the episode was like the saddest thing was the finding out Monroe, like his we found out his real name, and then we found out that he was 8 years into his daughter was email it was based not emailing was writing him, right?
writing.
And
Yeah,
about 8 years into it he found that his daughter died at the age of 19 in a house fire, and we
the
don't know
house.
if it was because of the war that was happening, because she was saying that she wanted to go to Harvard, which was at the old world, and she was saying how Wayne Utani pays for college if they go to one. We got a lot of subtle insights where we got to see, he basically watched his daughter grow from paper, from life to death, and there
It's
was
cause
nothing he can do about it.
it's cause the engineer did mention it's like you think you just getting money.
Mhm.
Nah, you giving Whalen Utani 65 years of your life. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh. And then I had to think
65
about it. I was
years.
like, yeah, because they're cryo sleeping, so they're frozen in time.
Mhm.
Everybody else is going. I
Yep.
was like, ooh, man, that's bananas.
Yep,
But
yep,
yeah,
yep.
Moreau wasn't playing no game. And you know what? Who's the director? Who's the director?
Let me see. Let me see. Noah Harley.
Mr. Noah, I want to thank you because that misdirect that you did was absolute superb. Tell me y'all didn't think that Chinese dude was a saboteur or the Asian
Uh the what's his name? Dr. Tang or something? Not Tang, that was his name.
bald dude who was losing his damn mind.
Yeah, he was
So that
like,
dude isn't an android. I thought, yo,
No,
it's just a
no,
regular dude.
yeah. It wasn't until when he was about to die where you found out he
Oh
was a regular dude.
yeah, yeah, Tang.
I was like, I ain't
Le-
gonna front. Like, a part of me was happy, but then I was like, oh, dag, that means he's not the saboteur.
Yeah, it's not him.
It's not him. He just got space madness. Dag.
Hmm. Yeah. Then the
But
old
yeah,
girl was just smashing the engineer. Like it was just, she was
Monroe
mad
got
she
him
got
on
caught on
tape.
camera. Yeah.
The one bull was like, yo, I got it on tape. You want to see it? You want to? I'm like,
Like
what?
you want to check it out? She was like,
And I
"What?"
almost thought he was the saboteur for a minute too, until Monroe had him up. Was like, "Is it you?" And pointed the gun at him, and then gave him a gun. The one
Yo, I
Google,
still can't believe Tang wasn't a robot. Yo, that whole time I thought Yo was a robot.
He played it very well.
yeah,
Yo,
He
I
played
got to
it
do
very
some
well.
research. All right, let me STF
Yep.
you.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
That was before. That was before. It's looking like, because the thing is that on other alien lore
Mhm.
in Alien, which is 2 years prior, I mean 2 years after Alien Earth, Whalen Utani mentioned on Aliens, the second one with the Colonial Marines, Carter quoted saying that, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Uh, Ripley had an issue with another synthetic." And then he said that it must have slipped my mind because Whalen Utani, it's standard procedure for them to have a synthetic on board during all operations. So I was like, oh,
Mm.
okay, because that makes sense. On Alien 1, they had Ash. On Alien, they had Ash. Alien 2, they had Bishop. Alien 3, they had another model of Bishop. Because I thought that was the real dude until he got smacked with that metal plate, and then his ear skin was coming up like slightly off. And well, the fourth one, Alien Resurrection, there was no Whalen Utani crew. There was a hired crew, but they had a synthetic on board. That was the character that Winona Ryder played.
Mhm.
But I digress. Ah, Prometheus, David. They had David on board. And then Alien Covenant, they had the model who looked like David on board. So yeah, I'm wondering when did they implement, are they going to show when they implemented synthetics on board rather than just, because remember, Monroe is not a full synthetic, he's a cyborg.
Yeah, he's a cyborg.
So
Or
that
maybe
that
they'll
was,
show it once Prodigy falls.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that's how
that
they
was
got that
interesting for me.
technology.
Interesting that I noticed too. So
Yeah, because I think Bruce said it like earlier when we first started talking about it that I think you guys was talking about it. Is that how the synthetics, how Wayland Utani got the synthetic technology is from Prodigy? Because now that we know
Yeah,
Prodigy
yeah,
exists
yeah,
and
yeah.
we know, so we're building a lot of connection here. We just gotta basically see how it downfall. I mean, it's three more episodes left. This is an eight episode season. They've been talked about maybe a possible season two.
mhm.
Obviously, we'll see how that goes, especially with the next um project by Disney. But I mean, like you said, it's fire. It's a great sci-fi horror that's been pacing itself well and it's been true to the look and the genre of it. I know some people don't really like the Peter Pan and the kids thing, but I think that just makes it all more interesting and just makes it a little bit more weirder. Like that you got all these different people, basically.
Other than now, like I said, I feel as though it's Disney flexing its muscles. But other than that little nitpick right there, I'm sorry. I love the comparison.
Yeah.
I love the comparison. It brings substance to the story.
Hmm.
And for real, it's one of the reasons why out of the four prequel stories that have been told, this being the fourth one, it's the best one.
Yeah. Agree. Agree. Well, guys, that's it for Alien Earth. As always, catch it Tuesday. I think it drops at 9 on Disney Plus and Hulu for right
Eight,
now. So FX 8,
eight,
sorry, 8 p.m.
eight
Eastern
Tuesday.
time. 8 on Tuesday, and we'll see how the rest of the season unfold.
I'll be
Moving
sacrificing
on
my sleep.
to the next level. Um, Comic level. So, as you guys know, Peacemaker season 2 has officially dropped in the next part of DCU James Gunn. And a lot of people have been having mixed feelings about the newest season and exactly how canon is it. So, have you watched the few episodes, Kitty? I know it's been like 3 or 4.
I watched the first episode.
Okay.
I think I watched the second. Which episode was one when he accidentally killed himself?
That was the first episode.
Okay, and then met his other dad and
Mhm.
brother who was
Mhm.
alive.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said before, and I'm probably going to say it till I'm dead and buried. Um, Peacemaker is not a character that, for me, that I look forward to. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy the show.
Mhm.
As of on my list of what to watch, is definitely like low because and again, I know I sound like a broken record, but again, like you know what I'm saying, it's just a million DC characters that I just feel as though should have more light shined on them than Peacemaker, than and then fucking Sergeant Rock.
Oh my gosh. We haven't get to the movie yet.
Sergeant Rock. But no, I digress though. There was another thing that I heard too. I'm gonna
Mhm.
let you talk about it, Rain. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Um that season 2 of Peacemaker is the direct prequel to the new
Superman.
Superman movie.
Yes, it is canon. And James Gunn has recently said that everything we see in Peacemaker season 2 is canon. So I know it's been a lot of talk about the DCU versus the DCEU of it all. And the idea was originally James Gunn had threw everything away. It was all trash, but Peacemaker. But as we see certain things as the last 3 episodes unfold, that's not all entirely true. There are some things that he said that as long as it's in Peacemaker, it's canon. It's said about I think 6 months after Superman, and the last 3 episodes of the season is supposed to be a big a direct segue into now what's been announced. Man of Tomorrow. It's not called Superman 2. It's not called
Yeah.
Superman Man of Tomorrow. It's just called Man of Tomorrow. So yeah, it's yeah.
Well,
It's the John Cena show.
I think
That's
they had
basically
to, I
what it
think
is.
they had
Go
to
ahead.
not call it Superman Man of Tomorrow because there's already an animated movie called Superman Man of Tomorrow. So I think that probably was an issue with that. But
Real quick, I
go
want to tag in.
Go ahead, bro.
I want to tag
ahead.
in,
Go
Skitty,
ahead.
because I gotta ask you something. Now, I heard the end of it. What's the reason that you don't like Peacemaker?
I just feel as though a lot of characters are in DC.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hell of a lot. A hell of a lot that I know off top that should and deserve a live action adaptation before somebody who came out in the mid 2000s.
Got you. And
I that
I absolutely understand that. But you probably already know this. James Gunn is running DC. He's
oh
bringing
yeah.
eyes to characters that you be like, why is the Weasel or whatever that cat name is? What's that dude?
I
His
knew
brother. Okay,
Oh,
you
the
might have knew
Weasel.
the Weasel, but
Good,
Ebony,
good, good.
yeah.
before a cartoon or Suicide Squad came out, do you know who the Weasel was?
Nah,
Did you?
Yeah, see,
And
yeah.
nah.
that this is James Gunn.
Hmm.
James Gunn did it with Guardians of the Galaxy.
I
This is
know.
James Gunn. Yeah,
I
so
know. I
the
know.
only thing
That's
I
what I'm saying
support,
is
well, go ahead.
go ahead. No,
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 the
I'm
only
not.
thing that I rock with James Gunn, I mean, well, I rock with a lot of stuff. It's people that don't like him, but what I like, the reason why I like him taking charge of the DC universe is because he brings a spotlight to characters like Mr. Terrific. not the
Mhm.
CW version. The version we got in Superman was fire.
Yeah.
Even though he had a couple of "What's up, bro?" I mean, not bro, like "Say, man," like those jive turkey
Yes.
lines. I really wasn't, I mean, liking, but the character pretty much stole the movie, and that was such a. If you really didn't know Mister Terrific, you ain't know who this daggone dude is with a black T on his face. I mean, who's this
I
guy?
mean, you gotta realize Mr. Terrific, even though he's not like
Mainstream.
mainstream, he still has a fan base.
I
And
dig
remember,
it.
we gotta all thank, you know, most of the fan base of DC characters now came from cartoons.
Right.
The 90s cartoons, Justice League, Unlimited, Batman, Superman.
Mhm.
Um, they put a lot of light on that. And I'm not saying that I don't like James Gunn's work. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy game. I said game. James Gunn's work. But I just, like I said, man, like when I first saw Peacemaker, I was like, how the fuck did they get Orion on the Suicide Squad? You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know who Orion is, they look similar. It's just that they're,
Mhm.
if you look at them, like if you just glance, you'll think they're the same person. But if you actually look at them, the details of their helmet and what they're wearing is
Mhm.
different. And Orion rides in like this space scooter. So but I digress. I enjoy Peacemaker. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, but as far as everything else that I'm watching, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
It's
okay, all
not on
right.
your list. High on the list.
Nothing else on? Oh, I already watched all my anime. All right, Peacemaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
That's how I feel about Wednesday. Like I can't get past episode 4. I can't do it. I just tried to sit and watch it again, but it's background TV for me. I mean, I watched season 1, which was cool. This one,
right.
I thought I was going to drop back into this and rock with it. Man, that's why I'm not a star of the show anymore because
I
I
think I
can't
think
talk
I think
about
the
stuff like that.
I think the Freaky Friday kind of messed it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
man.
I
It,
thought they did it perfectly. I
that
think
that
for it to
Freaky
be
Friday
done on the
part
TV,
was
it was done perfectly. Like I think both. I'm not going to get into Wednesday. We'll talk about that next week. But I think both actors played their roles very well. But back to Peacemaker, right?
yeah,
Just to
yeah.
reel it back in. Um, I agree with both you guys. Like I am not the biggest fan of James Gunn. I'm still warming up to him, but I can't deny that he does have a good eye for the DCU. I'm totally for the exploration of other characters because I love DC Comics. I just want to make sure that he does the main characters well first before he start just, today I want to focus on Blue Beetle. But
Yeah.
either way, with Peacemaker, over the last couple of episodes, we get a few things. We get introduction of new characters like Tim Meadows. I love Tim Meadows. He's hilarious. He has bird blindness, so he can't tell the difference between birds. And we get Eagle E. I said Eagle E is a better sidekick than Crypto, and I stand by it because Eagle E in episode 2 messed them up. Like Eagle E stole that episode. And then in the most recent episode, I know that they've been talking about in the comments on Twitch. We get a look at the universe that Peacemaker goes to after he kills his doppelganger. And this universe has a very interesting dynamic. The people that cheer Peacemaker on are all one race or one color. And we know from his dad that in season 1 he was a believer of, you know, can I say it? Can I say white supremacy? But white supremacy, right? So it's interesting to see what this new universe is actually going to be. Like what's wrong with this new universe? Because he think it's like, oh, a way for him to be loved and he gets the girl he wants and he gets the life he wants, but we all know that sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side, right? So with that being said, it's a fun watch. It's not like oh I need to watch it, but it's a good way to transition to DCU. It's a good laugh. You get the action. They kicked it up since last season. I do agree with that. We get explanation on the quantum folding room or the quantum folding realm. Now we have 100 universes that we can possibly explore. This multiverse mentality that we'll get in the DCU, which let these other characters come in, and it makes it more seamless. Unlike Marvel, who kind of waited a little bit later in the game to have that multiverse idea, and now it seems a little messy. So, um, but like I said, it's a fun watch. Like, it's just funny. John Cena is playing himself as a superhero. Like, that's basically what it is. Like, and I think this is the role he lived for. And I can't wait to see what the secret reveal in the last 3 episodes. It better be Batman. I don't care nothing about no Superman. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I care about Batman. Until Batman is done in the DCU, James Gunn can put all the Superman movies out he wants. I need to see Batman. I'm not talking about Batman by Matt Reeves. I'm talking about our Batman. So if Batman don't show up in the last 3 episodes, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, we getting an announcement of another Superman movie before we even get a Batman movie. We got an announcement. We got hold on, hold on. We got an announcement of a Sergeant Rock movie and not Batman. Think about that.
The Mascara, Wonder Woman, Clayface.
And
Like, we got
Dwayne
all.
Johnson is going to be Sergeant Rock in this movie.
Is
Stop
it?
playing.
Oh
The
my
DC
gosh.
universe is about what he used to say all the time for the
Stop playing.
Black
Shazam.
Adam?
Yeah, Black Adam. He was like, the DC universe hierarchy is
Really?
of power is about to change forever. That's all he kept saying, and that movie was trash to me.
It was
Like,
yeah, it was
all right,
bad.
go
And I
ahead, go
love The
back. My
Rock.
bad.
But no,
I
I
keep
agree. It was a
taking
bad
y'all out of
movie.
here. Go.
No, it's okay.
You
He's gonna be Sergeant Rock. They settled their little feud. James Gunn is letting it.
no,
No, that
no.
was a lie.
That was
That was just
that was
a.
I was no. You ain't see me looking. You ain't. I
Okay,
was like, hold on.
one of
No,
the
no, no, no,
season
no,
three.
no, 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 no. Because I'm a really trash this movie. You don't think I trash Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat? Sergeant Rock would have got the
I should have kept
bad
that going,
pass.
yo. I should have kept that going.
Cause it would have been dog. Cause I definitely, you know what I'm saying. I'm looking and I'm like, oh, okay. They did announce who's playing Sergeant Rock though.
Who is it? Christ, I'm bad. I
Colin
don't know.
Farrell.
Oh my guy in the chat said, Brian. He said it was going to be Daniel Craig, but he backed out.
Oh, Colin Farrell was playing Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, it's on
That's
deadline.
interesting.
Yo,
Uh,
what does
It's on.
Sergeant Rock do?
I miss.
He was one of those soldiers back in those days that fought in the World War. And I'm guessing it was during when DC was crossing over the world. Because remember, they had the Superman fighting Nazis and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, World War
Mm-hmm.
II soldier.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
he was a World War II soldier. Then his run didn't last that long because he died
Mm-hmm.
permanently. And then his run came like 20, 30 years later.
Mm.
He has
And
toughness, leadership, and moral compass. That's his power.
Wow, they are some. Woo! He did not get the short end of the stick there, did he, guys? My man has good deeds as a power. Yo, for my next trick, I'm gonna bake a cake.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
You
with
hear
the
me?
power of friendship.
Yeah,
That's
yo.
what that sounded like. That's what that
Sergeant
sounded like.
Rock.
Oh,
So,
I
hilarious.
but
guess.
no, Colin Farrell. It was announced. Oh snap! It was announced in March uh,
Mm.
that he will be playing Sergeant Franklin John Rock.
I see. That's the thing I don't like, right? I don't, and I know it can happen because we got this multiverse, but I don't like the fact that he is also the Penguin and now playing Sergeant Rock. I feel like the Penguin was his role, and not saying he can't do this role because I think the Penguin is one of the best DC TV series in a long time. Like, it's just confusing. Like, I get it, why he wanted to do it like that, but I just don't like that. Like, it's just that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna cast this role, let someone else do it, especially if it's someone that we don't really know, like he did with Peacemaker. Like, let someone rise in that role and then make us believe that this is why we need this character in the DCU. But now when
And
you
you know,
cross.
Aquaman being Lobo. the dude who played Aquaman playing Lobo too.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
but that's
That
like
should
not
have been
as
happening.
that's not as fresh. Like, like we just got the penguin.
We
Like
we been
literally,
we
like,
been said that
so
Jason Momoa should have been Lobo. Like
I
that.
mean,
I'm not even gonna get into that
we're not gonna
Aquaman.
get into that, Skitty, okay? We already had that feud on Facebook.
Not gonna get into that Aquaman.
Skitty mad because I said Jason Momoa made Aquaman popular. And it did.
And
Like
and I said Aquaman been popular since the Justice
when the
League anime.
Fishman, they've been
No,
they've
When
been
no, no,
killing
when
my
no,
man
if
for
hold up.
the
when?
I'm
only
about to
thing
go
the
down. I'm
hold
about
on,
to go down
the
the
only thing
timeline.
Aquaman became popular before Jason Momoa, the only reason he was popular was because Flashpoint. Yeah, I mean that made him a badass in Flashpoint. All right, give it to
Nope.
me. Because other than him talking to fish and maybe having sex with him,
Like
I've
No, no,
never
no, no. I'm gonna go down the
that's
timeline. I'm
basically
gonna
what
go
he
down the
is.
timeline. Aquaman was the joke throughout when he came out,
The history of the
the
Justice League.
70s, the 80s, 90s. The Justice League cartoon changed his popularity.
Oh, did
In
it?
the comics, because the thing is that it went from a shift where he
Hmm.
went from, because him and Neymar were neck and neck,
Hmm.
and they both went through a shift where instead of being the naive half breed, they went from being the underwater king that doesn't fuck with the surface world. Think about
Hmm.
it. Justice League animated series,
What?
90 what, 94,
Bro, what are you talking about,
95,
man?
Hmm.
when he lost his hand, and then they transitioned to that him losing his hand. I know he lost his hand different in the comic books, but Aquaman with the trident for the hand, there was no jokes about that Aquaman. That Aquaman was serious. And then you was right with the flashpoint joint. You was right with the flashpoint joint, but then he got another increase, which is Momoa's Aquaman based on, with the exception of adding the Samoan lifestyle. The drunk Arthur, Aquaman
you
got
talking about New
really
52? New
there
52?
you
Yeah,
go.
that
Because
that's my run. That's my run.
a lot, exactly. That's
Mhm,
what I'm saying.
mhm.
That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? All the jokes stopped at a certain point, and they stopped at the Justice League cartoon, with the exception of Robot Chicken, doing their little skits and
And the
stuff like
boys
that.
and everybody else making fun of Aquaman in the world, but
Well,
it's
I
just
mean,
that no one was asking for an Aquaman movie. Like let's
oh
be real. No one was
no,
saying please let Aquaman come into
no,
DCU.
they've been
And
like I
when you
go
do
ahead.
top five DC heroes, Aquaman in your top five. Oh, all right. So
I,
anyway,
I,
he might be
I,
number
Hold on,
10,
hold on, hold
right?
on, hold on. Ask him that question again, because I'm gonna isolate him. I'm gonna give him his solo, and I want him to answer this. Hehe's getting his
Yeah,
solo
no,
number
I
ten in
right
your top
said
five.
now.
no. I said no. I said no. He is in my top 10. He
All
is
right,
in
he
my
number
top
10
10.
or number
But
9.
you're funny as hell. You're funny as hell. Nah, after New 52, he became 7. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He
okay,
definitely
okay. Well,
became,
so Skinny is a fan of
because
Aquaman. That's
I
what
mean,
it
think
is.
about it though. New 52, Momoa's Aquaman was based on New 52.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know what
not
I'm
saying
saying?
Jason Momoa should have been Aquaman. I'm just saying that he is what made it okay for he is what made people look at Aquaman. Like
He's,
I know a lot
he's
of women gravitate him, but he's what people like. Okay,
he
Aquaman can
was.
kind of be
I
a
was about to say
badass.
it was women that was looking
Yeah.
at
Well,
Aquaman.
hey, I mean, don't get mad at the Snyderverse because he did it right.
Look,
Oh
You know,
my!
you wanted
Don't.
him
Oh
to.
boy, if we gonna bring up the Snyderverse, I'm a fan of that. I'll wave that flag, brother.
We're moving
we're
on.
not
Let's
going to
wrap
talk
up
about that
Bring
Peacemaker.
yesterday.
back. No, we not done yet. Bring back Zack Snyder. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
We're moving on. Guys, make sure you catch Peacemaker on HBO Max. It also drops on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. 3 episodes left. Apparently a big reveal. We'll see what happens with the DCU. Um, Next level anime. So we are going to talk about Sakamoto Days and the new trash talking, thrash smacking anime Gachi Akuda, which has been taking the internet and Crunchyroll by storm. Which one you want to talk about first?
I was about to say, and I
Okay.
got you. Also, Kaiju number 8.
I asked you if you want to talk about Kaiju number 8. You told me you wasn't
I
caught up
did.
yet.
Oh, I said I was going to watch it. I said I was going to watch it as soon as I get home. I was like, I was
So you
watching it
want to
as soon as.
table Sakamoto days and talk about Kaiju number 8?
I mean, we could talk about Sakamoto
Okay.
days, got, and
Gaga.
got,
Trash
and
pasta.
yeah, we can talk about all three of them for real, because
Okay. Well, let's do Sakamoto days because that was like, I wouldn't
that's
say it
the
was a bad episode because I don't think none of the episodes are bad. It was kind of like
right,
a
right,
fillery episode. Like, it wasn't really as after coming off the hype of off the plane. I think
right,
it was like just kind of
right,
like a settle moment, right? We got
right.
basically stage 3. We get an introduction of the new instructors for this stage, and basically they're hunting them.
Me,
Um, and then we
me,
get I think her name Akira, or something like that. We get to know her true ability when she
right,
like 2 fingers slit that man's throat. She was just and she was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it.
what?
Girl, you didn't mean to kill him with your index finger. Like, girl, that clit is on fire. Sakamoto was like, whoa. He was impressed. Like, and
Yo,
then he
for
realized
real.
that she is the daughter of
One of his old
one of those
people.
classmates. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it was a good pacing episode. I think that was
right,
what they was trying to give
right.
us, kind of pace the show. And as
Give a
we
little bit of story. We got a lot of
hmm
action, but
a
I mean,
lot of action.
it's an okay story. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna front. Sakamoto Days is an okay story. It's enough to be like, okay, it's solid, you
hmm
know. But I think with this last episode, there wasn't too many what the fuck moments,
Yeah.
other than the girl killing the person by the finger. But
hmm
other than that, it was smooth. Storytelling was kind of good. Little backstory on the girl and the relation with Sakamoto. And yeah, you know me, Sakamoto days, Sakamoto
Sakamoto.
days, Sakamoto
Sakamoto
days.
Day. Guys, if you haven't tuned into Sakamoto Days, make sure you do. We're not really talking about too much because again, the most recent episode wasn't too much to talk about, but it is assassin anime. It is in first season. It airs on Netflix on Monday, so make sure you catch it. Um, it's fire. It's worth the watch. I promise. Like, no lies here. I don't lie about anime, but it's fire. So moving on to the next anime, which is Gachi Akuda. So Gachi Akuda is an anime that just dropped. Is based off a famous manga, and is it's been something to talk about, right? We get this trash world. We get our main character Rudo, who I say remind me of like Asta. Like, he's basically the trash Asta. If you've never seen Black Clover, he's that angry main character that you just want to just root for him, but he's just angry all the time. Like, he don't.
He reminds me. See, Asta's not. I don't think Asta, because Asta, even though he has a chip on his shoulder, he only has a chip on his shoulder when it comes to oh boy, and
Asta motto is never give up.
but yeah, but like I would say Bakugo. He rem-
Bakugo.
he reminds me of Bakugo
Okay.
because he's angry, and every time somebody sees like that slight little, when they have a little when Bakugo has the soft moment, he gets even more mad.
hmm
So yeah, yeah,
Well, this episode is called Zenshin, and Rio deals with the emotional aftermath after the fight with Jabba. So Jabba was the person he was fighting last episode, and he gets a new lead on returning to the spear, right? So I love the fact that this anime, and I know it's been a debate. You can call them black Asians, you can call them dark Asians, you can call them what. To me, they're black people, right? And I love the depiction of black people in this anime, especially find out that the leader of the opposing crew and the main crew is black. Like, you get to finally meet the leader. Rito finally gets to meet him, and then that fight scene between him and Jabba. Oh, Jabba was not playing. Like, they thought they had him defeated, but boy, oh boy, he was just playing a little game with them. So, and then you also get an explanation on Rio's gloves. We know they are part of this series of instruments that they have yet to disclose, but Rudo has the ability to not only give his ability to multiple objects, but he's a recycler. right? So he basically gives the object a chance to go out in a blaze of glory, one last chance to fulfill a purpose, which is why his items basically disintegrate or cease to exist after he uses it. So he
His
finds that
glove.
out. Yeah, yeah. His gloves has the ability to do that.
Because you
And
find, oh, go ahead,
go
my
ahead.
bad.
No, what you say?
Nah, because remember on the recent episode, the Raiders, you get introduced to the Raiders,
Yeah,
which are basically, some evil son of a bitch.
yeah.
And Jabber is that bull. All right. Um, you find out through Jabber that that his gloves are part of a series.
Mhm.
And he was like, "Oh, you have that series too. My boss is going to be so happy." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. So we getting the connection with these gloves here."
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, and that the leader of the cleaners basically told him about a story of a woman who is in like the in between realm, which is basically the place between the underworld with the trash world and the spear. And she kind of ushers people across to get to the spear. And there's some people who have made it and some people who have not. And so Rudo basically is trying to meet this woman to see if he can get to the spear. I'm curious if we're gonna get because I haven't read the manga, but I'm curious to see if we'll get any like family for Rudo. Like I know he said his dad was like dumped down there. The guy that was taken wasn't his dad. I think it was like his uncle, like a family friend or something. But I'm
right,
curious to
right.
see if these people like this, even this woman, maybe his mother, some type of familiar connection where eventually he realized maybe where he wants to go is not where he needs to go. He's home already. So I think that's a good way the anime is taking it, and in every character development, each character's special item, I love seeing it in flow, and how they explain how it works and the care it needs to basically work is like it's literally taking trash and making it gold. Like that's like the definition. One man's trash is another man's gold. Like that's basically what this whole anime is. Like, but it's definitely a good anime. It comes on. I actually don't know what day it comes on. I think it comes on Wednesdays. I always catch it when I watch Kaiju number 8, so I don't really know what day it comes on. But if you guys are into anime like that, make sure you catch it on Crunchyroll. I think we're like what episode we on right now? We are on episode 8 of
Yes.
Gotcha Kuda. Yep, episode 8. Moving on. Kaiju number 8. Man, oh man. When I say, whew, they are building up to something great, Kaiju number 8 is building up to something great. At the start of the second season was a little slow for me. I really wasn't feeling it. But these last couple of episodes, man, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm definitely feeling the use of kaiju weapons,
Hmm.
kaiju's as weapons. That's I kind of knew I would figure that there would be more,
Hmm.
but I knew when you saw um the one kaiju and that they said
9.
they want to turn them to a weapon. Nah, the other one was it
Kaiju
10?
number 10, yeah.
Yeah, and they wanted to turn them into a weapon, and I'm like, oh man, this is going crazy. Cause the dude, the original head of the director of the force, what are they called?
The Defense Force.
The defense
Defense
force.
Captain.
Yeah, he got
Hmm.
that fight, man. Whew, number 9 did him dirty. But I almost thought he had him. It's always those animes when you think that that hero is going to prevail, they'd be like, nope, let me snatch him away from you real quick.
Yeah.
And yeah, he got swallowed up real quick. And the way number 9 looks now, and he got the power of the other kaiju. What was it, kaiju number 2 or something like that?
He got yeah, Kaiju number 2. Because the
The
gloves he had.
lightning, yeah, the lightning
Hmm.
power, and he got the knowledge of the director. That was the crazy thing, how he just had them thinking he was. First of all, he had them thinking that they was fighting main bodies.
Yeah.
That's the first off. Just to be at the station the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time. that kaiju number 9, and I'll say this for years to come. 2000, he's 2025 villain of the year. Like he's ridiculousness. He is ridiculousness, and he don't care. That's the one. That's another this thing. He don't care. He don't care about humans. I don't care
He
about
don't.
y'all. I just want my kaiju's to live.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, yeah, definitely. And then the young bull with the
We know.
white hair.
Mm-hmm.
Now, now he got that kaiju power,
The
the
kaiju number
kaiju
6 suit,
weapon with the ice. At first he
which
couldn't
I think is
control it.
the same suit that the girl mother was wearing.
I
I
thought
gotta
she
go
was
back and
wearing
watch
something
it.
else.
She wasn't wearing a suit because when
I
they
thought she was wearing a different suit.
okay, because I feel like when the guy was talking to him about trying to convince him to not join it,
Hmm.
I feel like he showed the image of her wearing the suit, but maybe that was somebody else. I thought that's the suit that she was wearing, which is why they tabled it because the last person who wore it basically died. So I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's why I
I'm gonna.
wanted to figure it out because I was trying
I
to figure
thought
out
she
who
wore
had
something
that suit.
different. I thought she wore a different kaiju suit. But yeah,
Okay.
I might digress because now I'm thinking about the episode. And he was the old dude, old head was reflecting on the situation because
Mhm.
because the dude couldn't control the ice at first.
Yeah.
But then that's when you had the partner with the redhead with the chompers,
Mhm.
and he just started going
Yeah.
hard. So his fighting ability started fluctuating. It went from 20, 40, 20, 40, and but it
mhm.
seemed like every time he got grounded, it would jump up to 40 and he would go ham. And that little
Yeah.
combo, that last shot at the end, that ice shot to the core,
Yeah, and
that
then
was
also, he had that struggle power between trying to control the kaiju number 6 because he kept saying that it was the most dangerous kaiju weapon they used.
mm,
They're ranked a certain way, but they were saying this one is the one most fatal and the one that has the least life expectancy. So
mm,
having him overcome his insecurities and then having the power of friendship, pushing him over that level, like, it's not just you that's fighting this is a teamwork. And that's basically what
right,
it's going to take for them to defeat Kaiju Number 9. They have to work together in a way they haven't been working together before. It's kind of been kind of sloppy work.
right,
And as a result, you see what happens. They're losing key players on the board. And, now they're making decisions that might not be the smartest decision to make. Like Vice Captain Hashina, like he was considering, taking on Kaiju number 10
right,
as a
right,
weapon. I'm feeling Kaiju number 10 playing them. Like it don't make no sense for him to just be like, oh, now I want to be with the humans. Let me help the humans. When you created by the number 9, which is literally the person who wants to kill all the humans. So I don't know if that's the smartest idea, but if he gonna do it, probably because he has the ability to control that type of kaiju. He's like what, the
right.
third strongest next to his captain and the other captain, other defense force, the one with the eyes, the number one eyes.
Yeah,
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 number one
yeah. I
eyes.
know what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. So it's definitely, I'm ready for this all out fight. I'm ready for everybody to get to that point where it's just a bunch of ass kicking.
I mean, it's coming. It's
My man
definitely coming.
Kafka, he even is ready. He is prepared. He is willing to risk it all. He's willing to turn complete into a kaiju just so he can save his friends, and that's something that I can get with my old man. Old man, but Kaiju number 8 season 2 airs on Netflix. I think it comes on, dang, I don't know,
Crunchyroll.
Netflix and Crunchyroll.
Hmm.
Is it Thursdays? I'm gonna get these real dates for y'all. Uh, for anime, so y'all can be able to watch it. But moving on to the next level. Where are we at now? I think we at K-pop. Cause we are hunters, voices stronger. I know
All right,
I breathe.
I'm throwing an audible up real quick. How many more anime shows y'all got to
We
talk
done with
about?
anime. We about to talk about K-pop Demon Hunter.
Ain't that an anime?
No.
No, it's not.
K-pop.
The movie, it's not technically. It's not really an anime. Like eh,
All right. Well,
yeah.
you know what? Just send me a text message with you.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, K-pop Demon Hunter, right? What happens when K-pop idols fight demons instead of in for the chart battles? we get K-pop Demon Hunter, which has taken the world by a chokehold. Everyone is a fan of the Huntress. Everyone is a fan of Sonja Boys. Some people are arguing, some people are debating, but it's so much bad that not only are affecting theaters, they're affecting musical charts, they're affecting everybody. And the question is on everybody's minds: where's part two? Like, where's part two, Netflix? But let's get into it. How did you feel about K-pop Demon Hunter? Did you get a chance to watch it? Did you like it? Are you as
I'm not
crazy as
going
everybody
front.
else?
I'm not going front. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. Um, would I see a sequel? I don't know.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It was a shocker though that the
Hmm.
action was off the chain,
Yeah,
especially.
off the
And I
chain.
mind you, I didn't see a trailer. I only saw a couple clips of the songs.
Hmm.
Songs are catchy too.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, especially that one she was singing in the No More Lies and you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, and the soda pop,
Yep.
soda pop,
My little soda pop.
soda pop, drink every last drop, soda pop. I ain't going front. That was catchy too. Um, but I'm guessing for me, would I have want to see it more if it was an anime? You know what I mean?
That's a
Like
good
a
question.
lot of CG. It takes, I guess, certain CG to certain type of CG animation or a certain type of CG story to
Hmm.
get me in there because there's a lot of good CG, CG animation stories that I haven't watched yet. But I digress. I totally enjoyed K-pop Demon Hunters. Um, I already said about the action, but my favorite scene, it was on the trailer because I didn't see the trailer until after I saw the movie.
Hmm.
Where they're all just doing their and then it transfers to the other one. It's like the room is like a blue background type
Hmm.
stuff. Like everything gets dark. It's like I think their first type of fight scene
Yeah,
with a whole
their first
beginning.
when they intro when they on the plane and they come
Yeah.
how they like kind of come down to the concert.
No, no, it was after that. It was like in a warehouse type situation. Or was it a warehouse? I don't know, but it was like blue. It was the trailer. I
Okay,
know the
let me look at the
scene was
trailer.
on the trailer. And I was like, because when I looked at the trailer, I was like, oh, if I would have saw this trailer, I probably would have been saw K-pop Demon Hunters. But that was one of my favorite scenes in the movie. That action sequence was crazy, crazy. So yeah, would I see a second one? Probably just like how I saw the first one. You know what I mean? Might be a little bit late, but I'll still enjoy it because
Hmm.
it told a great story and the action was on point.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was. The interesting about what would have been good as an anime, it's just hard with musical movies because sometimes people get tired of the music, and I think considering the soundtrack it definitely gave this movie substance. Not saying it was a bad movie without the music, but the plot could have been a little bit more curated.
Right.
There's certain things like Rumi getting her scars. Like if they would have done Golden, or would have affected her too, or exactly who Rumi dad is. Maybe it's the Demon King, so it's just like it was a lot of questions. Could what you call him? Could Sanjay, the main one, really die if he was already dead? Just a lot of those little questions. But overall, it brought a sense of purpose. It created a movie that made people feel empowered. No matter who you are or what you are, where you come from, you have the ability to stand up and fight the darkness. And that's basically what the movie was about. Every song had a moment where it kind of infected you. Whether it was Soda Pop or Takedown, or what's the other one, the Soul Eater song. Like you felt each song, and at the end, that ending song,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wow, like about the broken glass coming together, and this is what we sound like. That was like,
Without the lies, yeah,
yeah, that
yeah.
was
That
like
was
a
it
coming
was
to
a hair
moment.
raising moment. It was
Yes,
definitely hair
like
raising. Yeah,
like you have her solely walking down, and she wakes up her friends. They all, and they create this song that's not only it's basically a mantra, and it helps them win. They didn't need that golden moment; they just needed to believe in themselves, and I think that's what made it such a big hit. The good thing for Netflix is they can see now how their theatrical releases can be beneficial. I don't know what this will change with Netflix platform. Sound like an increase is coming, but maybe we'll get free movie tickets with Netflix now. Because every movie about to go to theaters. Send it to theaters. Send it to theaters. Send it.
For real though.
But I enjoyed it. Do I want a part two? I really don't know. I don't know if a part two would either make or break what we got out of this. I think leaving it alone is fine. I think maybe if they do a part two with the next group of hunters, because it's a generational thing, maybe we can see what it's like with a more modern age huntress or their girl group fights the demons, or what,
Or a prequel
a
with
prequel,
dealing with the hunters before them, which
and her
one of them
mom
and
and
who
how
she
we
fell in love
yeah,
with.
who she fell in love with. That would be a good thing. I like that as well. Like, yeah, that's something I'd be down with. Netflix, don't steal our ideas while paying us. But but Reggie said he watched it more than 15 times. It's a feel good movie right now. I feel you. I watch it. I watched it 15 times, bro, but I watch it like at least 4 times.
I
The
forgive you,
song
Reggie.
is on Golden. I listen to every day. Like, that is my song. So it's the reason why it's number one on Apple Music right now. So
I ain't going front. I was soda popping it around the crib.
I listen
I'm not
to
gonna lie.
the
Think of the last drop. So proud.
All right, so official rating, what do you
That
give it?
was my bad. That was BTS, right?
Good that
Weren't
performed?
yeah.
No.
That wasn't BTS?
Mm-mm. These are all these people that sing are like, I can't remember the name because I don't know.
The
I'm not
dude, but I thought
about
the
live band. The
dudes,
main dude who plays them.
the
No, he's
songs,
from
I thought the Sanja boys
no,
were
they all different. Like, they all are played by, I think, two different people, like an actor and a singer, So one of them might be BTS, but not all of them. Same thing with the Huntrix. Like, it's an actor and then it's a singer. I watched the breakdown about it last night.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yep. So, but the ideas they were influenced by the idea of BTS. Like, each group was influenced by an actual real life K-pop group.
Mm,
So, that's why the sound, the songs sound a little similar to their style, because it's supposed to be how the idea, like, the way people are crazy about BTS. Like, if you look at them, all the Sonja boys are the same character. They just different based on their name. Like, they literally the same person, the same cartoon character. Except for the one that's bigger, he's buff, but they literally all the same one because they're demons. So,
right, right.
but
I'm mad they had the chick that had the Wednesday personality. Her weakness was his abs. That was funny.
yeah.
That was
And then
funny.
and then the cat and the bird with the hat.
Oh yeah, yeah, just chilling,
Yo, how
just
did she
appearing
miss that big
everywhere.
ass cat? Like, I don't understand. Like, when she came, when Mari came into the room and she was trying to talk to Rumi, like, how did she miss that big old cat? Like, what you hiding? This giant cat right here is blue and bright.
It's like the Treasure Cat's
Like,
messed up cousin. You know what I'm saying?
and
That's
they
how we
asked him,
out
like,
there.
why does the bird have a hat? He said, because he took it from the cat.
You know what I mean? That's what was that bird's name on Snoopy on the Peanuts? Did that bird have a name?
His name wasn't Peanut.
Hmm?
The yellow bird, right?
Yeah, I don't
Yellow
think his name was Peanut.
bird,
Birdo.
Charlie
You
Brown.
funny. He said
Woodstock.
Birdo.
His name was Woodstock, not
Woodstock.
Birdo.
He took it to Mario too.
Woodstock, Birdo. Okay, official rating. What do you give it?
Um, overall, I enjoyed it. I like the action. CG was smooth. I mean, I give it an 8. I give it an
Eight.
8.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. So, yeah, I think I like everything about it. I just feel like the plot just needed a little bit more fine tuning.
More
But
substance. More
yeah,
substance.
sorry
Yeah.
to Sony for losing all that money. But I know I know they salty after Madam Web. What? You gave it to Netflix? That was the dumbest thing y'all did. Still waiting for GTA 6. If I was the Sony executive, I would have been cringing to watch the money go.
If I was the Sony
Oh,
executive, who's hold on, let me see.
I
'Cause I
know
was
he
about to,
hurt. Just let it go. Just give Marvel back Spider Man. Just go back to games because y'all missing out on good opportunities. Oh, but eight. Okay, well we don't have a rating from Bruce because he didn't watch it, so we're gonna say it is a 8.5. All
yeah, that's
right,
good.
let's get up into the wrap up level. Where we get some hot topics and geeks and pop culture. D23 happened this past week. Did you catch it? Any of the news?
Mm-mm.
A lot. So D23, which is basically Disney's Comic Con, because they need their
Right.
own every year, has announced has announced a lot of things that are happening. The main thing that a lot of people are geeking about is
Marvel Zombies.
Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombie is set to hit the stage September 24th. And we finally get a Disney TVMA show. What? Disney is playing. They got these they playing now. They ready. Go ahead, bro.
So Daredevil wasn't TVMA?
Not for the MCU, no.
Huh.
You remember
All right.
Daredevil
Netflix might be, but not
you talking
Disney
about the one
Plus.
that just passed, right? I
When
don't
he
think that
just
was.
ripped that dude face in half on TV,
Let
and
me
you
see.
telling me that wasn't
Daredevil.
TVMA? Well, it might.
I'm about to
Okay,
look
all
right
right.
now.
It might not have been.
Not rip that face in
You see, yeah, he split the dude face in half.
TV rating. Is it telling me Daredevil TV rating?
You might be right because I
Let me
don't
go to
remember him dropping too many
IMDb.
F words, and but
N-
it was pretty
No,
graphic.
okay. The original series was 2015 to 2018 was TVNA. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's what I
find
said. Netflix was. Yeah.
the 2025 one. Is that 2025? That was this year, right?
Yeah,
2025.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking it up.
So there was no Disney show so far that was.
If we count, I mean, we don't count Deadpool, right? Because that's a movie. Okay, there.
Oh
Okay,
no, it is
going again.
MA.
It's TVMA. You're right.
Yeah.
Correction. I stand corrected. Disney's second TVMA project.
Yeah, because I'm like he ripped that dude's face
Oh,
in half. So
he did.
Which is
So right.
dead.
So yeah, Disney's second TVMA show. But yeah, so we get a first look at Blade, Marshall Ali's Blade Moon Knight, Blade Knight, Blade Moonlight, whatever they're calling him. We get a look at all out zombie apocalypse. It's set sometime after the events of recent MCU. We're gonna get a exact time jump. But the last time we left zombies, it was Wanda versus the Hulk. So I guess we see that Wanda won because where the Hulk at? Wanda was not playing, and we get Hawk Girl, we get Hawkeye, we get so many Marvel characters in the zombie universe, and I'm excited. We get zombie Thanos, who has 5 out of the 6 Infinity Stones. Like shit's about to hit the fan. In Marvel Zombies, it's about to hit the fan. So, how did you feel about the trailer? Did you get a chance to watch it?
Um, it look all right. There was one John where it shows Spider-Man taking off all the zombie heads with his
Hmm.
webs. That was fire. But as far as Marvel Zombies, I was never really a big fan. Um, I read the comic book. It was okay because it was short.
Hmm.
Um, I saw the What If series, which was it was all right. You know what I
That's
mean?
really
It
popular.
told it told a story. It told a story, but I digress. A cool idea. Again, I just think there's probably a whole bunch of other ideas that should have graced our TV before that. So
Understand. I mean, I guess we think about way Wakanda, Eyes of Wakanda was,
yeah, that was fire. That was fire.
exactly. But I wasn't really too pressed to watch it, But once watching it, it was like you said, it was fire. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
give Disney a little bit chance because they've been their bag
Oh
lately,
yeah, I'm
right?
gonna watch it.
You
That's
know, we're
that's
gonna
yeah.
watch it. We're gonna
We're
see
gonna
how
watch
we're
it.
gonna rate it. We're gonna let y'all know. But
Like
that's
that
coming out
bullshit Street Fighter movie.
September 24th. The next thing in D23, bigger than Endgame, we get a video, not a trailer. So if you see trailers going around, there was no trailer at D23, but we get a video of the Russo brothers and Paul Rudd and a series of quotes throughout the Marvel universe that lead directly into Doomsday. And yes, Paul Rudd is in the movie. He's apparently a important part in the movie. We can't have apparently MCU out Ant-Man because he's secretly the mascot. But he is not letting that man go.
He ain't the mascot. I'm telling you, it's going to come out that he's
It's
the
gonna
center
come out.
of the universe. He's the
You think
center of the MCU because he beat Kang.
King?
I don't even count
He
that.
be
I don't,
King. He did. I mean,
It's
MCU
in the
accuracy.
movie, so it is canon. Watch out for the little guy. Yeah.
But if you guys get a chance to watch the montage, we get quotes from X-Men, we get quotes from Black Panther, we get quotes from Infinity Wars, we get all these quotes throughout the history of the Marvel universe, and they all directly lead into what we should expect Doomsday to go. So check out, check out the Easter eggs, and maybe you can, Da Vinci Code what the movie is going to be. But apparently, it's probably bigger than Endgame. That's what they're saying, right? The next biggest thing is Pixar. Toy Story 5 has been officially a release date. June 19th, 2026. It's coming. There is another fifth Toy Story, right? And we're introducing a new character called Smarty Pants, which is voiced by Conan O'Brien. So we can't get enough of Toy Story. Apparently, it's gonna be there till we 90. We also gotta look at the Mandalorian and Grogu, which is a movie Disney in their bag, releasing in theaters May 22nd, 2026, right? So I know a lot of Star Wars fans are excited about that. We get our favorite baby Grogu back, baby Yoda. And my man Pedro Pascal is always in his bag. He never fails. So we also get a new Ice Age boiling point. Ice Age has been recently made canon in the Alien universe. So now we get to see the new Ice Age come out. We're like Ice Age 16. I don't know how many more Ice Age movies they're going to release
it's like
before we
Toy
get
Story.
over.
I was done after three. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not going to front. I watched four. I'm not going to say that I didn't watch four, but I
I
didn't watch
watched
it
it, but I
till
didn't like it.
years later. Like
Hmm.
years later. You know what I'm saying? But the first three, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like we getting Toy Story 5 and not a Bug's Life 2. Like,
Buzz
you
Life too.
know what I'm
I
saying? Like,
need
come
that.
on.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
feel you.
need, man. Like it's it feels like just, running, I don't know. Certain things you should just let go.
Let go. Yeah.
Just let
All these animation, all these character ideas, come up with something new. I get that. Speaking of not letting go, we also get announcement for Zootopia 2,
Okay,
which
I'm
basically
with
comes
that.
out this year.
I'm with that. The first
Um,
one was fire.
we finally get a date for Incredibles 3. Incredibles 3 was announced last year coming. It's going to come out ideally in 2028 along with Coco 2, 2028.
I'm with that. I'm with them both.
We
All
get
right.
a new original series called Hoppers, which comes out March of 2026. All right. We also get Hex, which is a brand new animated series, which is coming out November 2026. It's like a magical comedy about a teenage boy and his mom finding out they have powers. And then we also get a first look at DC's, not DC's, Disney's anime DC and the villains. So these Disney, I keep saying DC. Disney is coming out with an anime about their villains, and so that has been talked about by the community to see how that goes, to see how Disney do their first anime. Like it's actually an anime style, not animation, anime style. So that's basically what happened at D23. That was other things about when D23 next is going to be in different park attractions, but we only care about the TV and the shows. So moving on.
Now, folks, I know that you've heard me voice my opinion about Street Fighter. I know that you have heard me voice my opinion about Mortal Kombat.
Hmm.
And recently there has been news on both of them.
Hmm.
Well, first, we got this casting crap of Street Fighter, and I stand on what I said. The only choices that make sense on this whole cast list are Momoa being Blanca and 50 Cent being Balrog. And people be like, 50 Cent being Balrog, money hungry boxer. Money hungry boxer who
Right.
don't care about nothing but getting rich
Right.
by any means necessary. 50 Cent. He's perfect for that role. But Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki?
You gotta trust the process, man. You gotta trust the process. That's all I can tell you. Like, there was a lot of characters on there that I was like, oh, this person's playing that person, but I'm giving them a chance. Like, I'm giving them a
And see,
chance.
the thing is that it was announced that it was supposed to be Street Fighter. The story was based on Street Fighter 2, The World Warriors. Mind you, there was no Julie, who's one of the dolls, one of the Bison dolls. And how the fuck you going to have Julie without T Hawk when T Hawk was introduced first looking for his sister Julie? That's one.
Hmm.
Two, who the fuck wants the announcer? Like, don't like you could have had anybody play announcer. You could have had nobody play the announcer. Just have somebody announcing something. But come on, man. Like, I feel like this movie is going to be more comedic than it is based on martial arts. And that's a problem. And not only that, it got pushed back.
Yeah.
It was coming out March. Now it's coming out October to rival another movie that's fitting the fucking flop, Mortal Kombat. And all these people, oh, this new one's gonna be good. It's gonna be better than the first one. I'm telling you, get it. It was slated to come out not even a month. A month. October 20. Oh, I think it's because, well, they want to get the advertisement and marketing. They've been marketing that thing since the me and Ebony, because I remember me and you was talking about it, Rain. Um,
Hmm.
was sitting up watching that YouTube special as they were releasing characters. You
Yeah.
can't tell me you can that's not good enough marketing. You know how many people was on that live stream just
Yeah.
waiting for them to reveal characters that don't make no fucking sense? Like, you got Noob Sabat, but don't have his younger brother Sub Zero. Don't have a new Sub Zero.
Yeah.
You still got fucking Cole on there. Why is he still alive?
Like I said, you gotta let them cook because we don't
No.
know. We still, I think it might be a good thing with the delay. Maybe they are hearing some of the fans' skepticism about what we have seen so far, and it's not really taken well. So I'm hoping that the delay is a reason why. The announcement with Street Fighter, I definitely feel like it's going to have some type of you know, comedic undertone to it. That's how most of the video game movies have been recently. But I I think that we may get a pretty impressive like fight sequence. I don't think it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be great, but I don't think it's going to be bad. We'll just
Here's
have
what
to
I'm gonna
wait and
say.
see.
The best fight will come from it's definitely gonna come from Ryu. And I'm not gonna front. Even though I'm not too particular on the actor who's doing Ken, the fact that he conditioned himself, the
Mhm.
bad, dye hair job, I'm not going front. I'm having hope for him.
Mhm.
And the one person that I have hope for, he better not fuck up. If he fuck up, he better stick to wrestling for the rest of his fucking
Talking about
life.
Cody Rhodes?
I'm talking about both.
Oh, you talking about Cody
The,
Rhodes
the
and
Akuma
Roman Reigns?
Akuma was one. It was my favorite character for
Mhm.
the longest
Yeah.
because it wasn't the fact that he was like the ultimate bad guy. He's the ultimate warrior. He doesn't fight unless you fight to the death. If
Mhm.
he doesn't feel like you're worth fighting, if you're not even strong enough, he won't pay you no attention. So that was the key core of Akuma. He just wanted to be left alone until he found a fighter that can give him his death. That's how
Right.
he fights.
Right.
I'm not saying that Roman Reigns won't condition himself to be Akuma. Um, I can say that, the looks, blah, 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 blah. But Akuma is the
Why don't you
master
play
of
games
the
with me?
fist. He is
Hmm.
the master of Ryu and Ken's martial arts. He's a master because you
Right.
find out their other master was still alive, but that's a whole nother story. But he's top dog in their martial art, which means he's an excellent martial artist. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes.
I mean, if I have confidence in if I have confidence in anybody, it's gonna be the wrestlers. I mean, just because not to get too much into the topic, but it's just that they are the ones that are most conditioned for this type of role. Like, they and I said it before, outside of what we see on TV, they're used to conditioning themselves for high peak performance, which makes me confident in that they can do this. Would it be great? Still time to tell. And I think Roman Reigns already got that energy. Like he's the OTC, so that's probably what kind of sold it for him. But watching him come to this character and taking a new look at it is definitely exciting. And I don't know. It's something about Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. I think they're going to surprise us. I think, I'm hoping it's not like a flop,
Please do.
but I think it's going to surprise us.
Please surprise
I
us.
think I think it's going to surprise. I'm gonna say here
I
on the level,
want to
it's going
be
to surprise
wrong.
Kitty. He's going to be surprised about Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns in Street Fighter.
I
Watch,
want to be wrong so bad.
watch.
I don't think you. I want to be. I want to get on this podcast and just be like, I was wrong.
I was wrong. I
I'm
was
going to
wrong.
trust the podcast, trust the process. From here on out, I'll trust the
Hmm.
process. But until I see something worth trusting, these movies are finna fucking flop, and I
Okay.
stand on that. Okay,
So
I'm
moving
done.
on. Skitty added Street
That's
Fighter to the list. It wasn't even there. He had to talk about it. Just a few more things on our topic before we wrap up our show today. Alice in Borderlands season 3 trailer drop coming out again September 25th. Alice in Borderlands. It is a great show. Make sure you guys watch it. We gotta look at the Joker character. It's
yes,
about
yes,
to
yes.
be lit. Netflix announced their next installment in the Monster series, the Monsters anthology. We are getting the Ed Gein story, right? Before Leatherface, before Psycho, there was Ed Gein or Ed Gein. He's being played by none other than, you may know him as Jax from Son of Anarchy, but Charlie Hunnam is playing him, and it looks phenomenal. That trailer gave me creeps. If you guys haven't seen the new trailer of the new Monster anthology, make sure you check it out. Another thing is we finally got a JJK season 3 trailer teaser, and right after we got a One Punch Man confirmed trailer teaser. So One Punch Man is still coming out in October, guys. Still coming out in October, and JJK is set to launch early 2026. I know our Jujutsu Kaisen fans have been reaming over the internet because they just announced they're going to do a new manga in the JJK series and no Gojo. So everyone is feeling that way. I'm not going to spoil it for guys, but Gojo. Anyway, and the last thing on poor Gojo, but the last thing on our wrap up conversation, as you guys know, there is a new Lara Croft movie coming out, and Lara Croft has officially been cast. It's going to be other than the Queen of the North herself, the Dark Phoenix, Sophia Turner. It's going to be Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and I don't know how I feel about it. To be honest, I don't think she's a great actor, but
Well,
maybe.
I think the thing that's wrong about it, unless they
Mhm.
do some type of um computer enhancement or a suit that'll help, she doesn't have the right cup size to be Laura Croft to me.
Oh man. Oh man.
Hey,
I
hey,
knew
hey,
it
hey,
was true.
hey, you know
It's
your
so
brother.
true
You,
though.
you,
It's so true.
I'm just
Oh
It's
saying.
so
man.
true. It's very true though.
But I mean, she ain't been busty since the old school days.
What you mean
What did
in
she
the
play in before Game of Thrones? What she played in before Game of Thrones?
No, I'm talking
Talking about
about
Laura.
Laura Croft.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean,
no,
oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah. You
Netflix, in
In
the
the Netflix
Netflix,
anime, she was not busty.
she was not flat tested though.
I
That's
she
mean,
wasn't Sophie
stuff like
Turner. She
she wasn't
wasn't
Sophie
Sophie
Turner.
Turner. Sophie
Even
Turner
in
is the
the
first letter of
game.
the alphabet.
nah, nah. Cause
Maybe
I'm looking,
Baba.
Yeah.
nah, cause I'm looking, and I mean that's not big.
Have you seen Sophie Turner? She
I mean,
basically, I mean, she's not. You're right. Maybe different. I
but
mean,
see,
nothing
it's
against
also
Sophie
because
Turner.
of the last Tomb Raider movie, she was small too.
Yeah, but she's like she is proportional. That
Well,
see
you know
that
who should have played Laura Croft? Yeah,
and that's
that's
why that movie flopped.
you know who should play Laura Croft? I can't think of her name, but y'all will know who I'm talking about. Uh, damn. Have you ever seen that movie, that TV show on HBO with Spider Man's girlfriend in it? The new girlfriend. What's
Are
her
you
name
talking
again?
about Zendaya?
Yes.
Talking about
Th-
Euphoria?
Yes. What's the Caucasian lady that's real popular right now? She played on that. She had
Oh, Sydney. What's her name?
Sydney
Sydney.
Sweeney. If
Yeah,
she was Laura Croft,
this
it
is
would
Laura
make a
Croft.
billion
You see
dollars.
that body? That's not Sophie Turner. Look skinny.
Do
Look
me a
at the
favor.
body.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. That's old. That's old Laura
But
Croft though.
no, this is from the game. This is from the new game. The game the one they redid. This
Oh,
is not Olar. This is the new Lar.
What you say her
Like
name was again? What you say that
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney. Okay, thank you. Go, my bad.
I don't know if it's maybe because she British. I mean, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking,
that's
you
what I
know,
think it
but
is because she could.
she can do the accent. But you know, if she, despite her physique, I know if Brian was in the comments, he would say it. You know, the physique, because I had the same thing with Abby, right? I had the same
Oh,
thing with
let's not talk
Abby.
about my girl.
I thought Caitlin Diver was good as Abby. She doesn't
Check
look
this
like
out.
Abby, but
Check that out.
that's
That's
my
Laura
girl,
Croft to
Sydney
me.
Sweeney.
y'all drawing. Y'all drawing.
Woo! That was
Look,
a
y'all, this
YT
show
woman.
lasted so long, I'm starting to get crazy.
Well, no matter what the bus size is, I hope she does a great role. And we'll see. We've been waiting all this time, so but
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't waiting for another Tomb Raider movie. I thought
Me
that was
neither.
a wrap. Like
I thought after the Netflix, I thought it was just gonna stay on Netflix. I didn't even know.
I I thought they was going to be done with that too, because that animation series was a hard
Yeah,
watch.
Oh, I did forget something. You know who else wanted to see a different Laura Croft?
cool.
Croft, ain't that it?
Croft, Laura Croft. Oh my gosh.
Hello, people. I am back. Rain told me that she was very upset that I would no longer be on the show, so I
They
had
can't
to
see
make a
you.
special appearance. Skitty is still late for work, I see. And the
I was
show
on
is
time.
now. I can't hear you. I don't have earphones on. I just see your lips moving.
I was as hell.
They can't
Other
see
than that, great show. I'll see you guys next week.
him.
I ain't gonna front. I still be tripping about that first time when you just
When he
on
hoverboard away,
the hoverboard when he hoverboarded away.
then he
I
fall.
was
Now he went
man.
down. He went, and no one can see this. Anyway, no one saw that but us.
No, they will see it once we go.
Oh, they will
Once
see
we
it once.
Yeah.
go
Well, they'll
live.
see you drop to the floor, the dust, and come back.
I
He
had
was
to go
like,
back to I had to go back to the
Nah,
Savage
it's
Land.
on there. It's
The
on
oh, it
there.
is.
Savage Land.
Oh, maybe y'all might see it on Twitch. But anyway, let's wrap this up, guys. As always, what a great show on the level. I'm
Before
your
we cut
host.
out, before
Oh,
we
before we
cut
cut out,
out, I just got a couple announcements for anybody watching.
nothing.
Next week and from next week on, we'll be going to a 11:30 a.m.
11:30.
on Sunday format because of football. We know some people won't be able to watch this because they won't be watching the game, and we are fans of the game too. So making changes there. But the level will still be the level. Also, there's a sports pod coming up. If anybody want to hop on in the rotation, be a guest, we're doing it's kind of like a first take format. So stay tuned for that. And lastly, Skitty and I just planted a seed. It's not even button yet, but there's a gaming pod coming. Stay tuned. Nothing else to tell you. It's in the future. So, with that, I'm going to throw it back to my hosts.
Alrighty, well, got so much exciting news. We got levels to our dungeon. We just leveling up anyway. But as always, we're your hosts. I'm Rainy Days. That's Skitty Live, and the man behind the chair, Bruce McFly. Tune to us every Sunday, 11:30ish, for your weekly check-in and geek and podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. And until next time, as always, we'll see you guys on the next level. We out.
Read more books.
You stupid.
Oh, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. Oh,
Hold
press
on.
was on air.
Yeah, no, I said, hold on. All right, we done. We done. We done.
All right, Kelly.
Can I ask you a question? What is the